Yeah,
Summer's
absolutely.
behind us, it's fall, but we're still dealing with those dry conditions.
Unfortunately, and you know, yesterday's rain ended a long streak, but it's not getting us out of the drought. I mean, it wasn't enough.
No.
And unfortunately, it's going to take quite a bit. Let's go ahead and get to what that measurable rain was. Okay, so we had less than 1/10 of an inch officially at DFW. That was the first measurable rain since September 2nd. That means we went 43 days without measurable rain, the 12th longest dry streak in DFW record history. The longest streak this year was over the summer at 67 days, which actually ended up being the second longest that we had with DFW recorded history. We saw some beneficial rainfall. The highest totals were closer to the Red River, but overall, we generally saw about 1/2 inch or less this month. I mean, we are significantly deficit at about 2 inches of a rain deficit for the month of October. And just for the fall in general, we've only picked up about 0.4 inches of rain. This has brought us to over 4-inch rain deficit just for the fall alone. October generally our second wettest month. We generally make up for some of the rain that we didn't pick up over the summer. That's not the case this time around. Fort Worth showing a little bit of cloud cover overhead, and we are seeing some cloud cover already starting to break apart. We'll notice that really the remainder of the day when most of the rain stays to the south as that front pushes to the south. That's that front that brought in the rainfall. It's now bringing in some of that cooler air. So watch this colder air, there's a pocket up here of colder air that's working its way towards the south. That's why it's going to get colder here in the next couple of days. It's not necessarily a new front, it's just another push of this cold air. And where this air is coming from, already freeze warnings and frost advisories in place. We're not going to get quite that cold, but it is going to get cooler. Look at this, 47 degrees tomorrow morning, 40 degrees Wednesday morning. That's the coldest air that we've had since March 24th. It will be a bit of a shock to the system, so that's just something to keep in mind. It warms right back up for the second half of the week. High temperature today, only 68 degrees in Dallas and in Fort Worth, mid 60s if you're closer to the Red River. A little bit warmer towards the south and east where that cold air quite hasn't made its way to yet. About 47 degrees for the low tonight. Tomorrow, temperature of 62 degrees. Yes, it's going to be colder, and then that temperature really drops by Wednesday morning, only 40 degrees. The return of a south wind helps temperatures warm back up to the 80s as we approach Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Until then, it's going to be feeling a little bit more like fall. Cleo?